against Melbourne for a long time, Daniel. What do you think this group needs to improve quickly?
I think some real strong direction of what the team will stand for, and a real strong game plan that the players will all buy into. That's the main thing that I believe any good team needs. That no matter what no matter what the coaches say, if the players don't buy into it and agree to it and abide to it, then it's a waste of time. So, from the camp, that's something that came across pretty strongly. That guys were tending to break off into different directions and pulling together and uniting as one as a team is going to be a big thing for this group coming into next season.
On the camp, did you notice any young emerging leaders coming through? It is such a young group.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably the two that stand out with most guys. It's no coincidence. Jack Varney and Jimmy Tumpus were two guys that really impressed me straight away. Not just at the camp, but in training. They're free to speak their minds. They're not afraid to make mistakes, those two, and that's great from 18, 19-year-olds to see. They're willing to voice their opinions. But yeah, there's many young guys that will come through together, and I think the club's on the right track in regards to the way they're recruiting their players.
I think the Demons were second last for tackling into comp last year. The Porters way is so much about ferocity and tackling. Is that something hampered on at the camp?
It wasn't necessarily spoken about in depth at the camp, but we've certainly started with a lot of grappling to start with. It's the first thing that I did at the club in our first training session. So, like you said, Roosy's really big on being hard around the footy and hard to play against, and his style was always big on stoppages, and that quite possibly could be something that we come up against with the game plan that we're going to be rolling out. So tackling and grappling will be a big part of the program, I'm pretty sure.
Daniel, has Roosy given you an indication of what sort of specific role he's looking for you?
On game day?
Yeah.
I think, definitely speaking to him the first time, we spoke about 3 or 4, different roles that I can play, and it's about me, coming in as an older player. I don't want to hamper the development of their younger players as well. So whatever role he gives me, I'm happy to play, whether it's tagging someone. If Jimmy Tumpus needs to come into the middle and I need to roll out to half forward, then we'll do that. But it'll be, around the midfield, half forward, maybe half back at times. But my main thing is to make sure that the side's well balanced with the younger players playing their role as well.
And the body itself, you're ready to go?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good, really fresh and energised, and haven't missed a beat yet, haven't missed a session. So no, I'm feeling good, really good.
Do you think you're an automatic selection in the best 22, Melbourne, or do you see yourself?
It's not for me to answer. I'd like to think I am, but and my job is to just, like I've done in my past 13 years, is just to go about my business and train as hard as I possibly can. Do the extras while people aren't watching, and that gives you the best opportunity to be in the best 22 or the starting 18, and it all comes out in your training and your work ethic, and my mindset has never changed one bit, and it hasn't still. So hopefully with that I am, yeah.
You finished, I think, top 10 in the BNF for about a decade or something. So given your performances there, how disappointing was it to be told you weren't?
Yeah, I think I've answered that a fair bit. I was was really hard for me to hear that. You know, it was the club that I was drafted to. I love that club dearly, but you know, and that'll never leave me. But you know, I'm a Melbourne player now, and I'm fully committed to helping the Melbourne Football Club move their way better. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity that I've been given by the coaching staff and the staff in general. So yeah, you know, I'll hopefully make the Melbourne supporters proud as well.
There seems to be such a huge amount of positivity going around at the club at the moment. Can you feel that just walking around on training days and whatnot?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, there was something that was brought up at the camp is a bit of the negativity that had been hanging around the last couple of years, and walking in the door straight away, I wouldn't have known any different. The positivity has been there right from the start, and it's been really good for me coming into that environment. You know, you don't want to see teammates down the tooth about, you know, things that have happened in the past, and I think a lot of them have put that stuff behind them, and we're just moving forward. We've got a brand new coaching staff. I think we've got 11 new players on the list, so it is like it's a fresh start for me coming to a new club, but it's a fresh start for the players that have been here for, you know, however many years as well. So no, it's been really good.
Almost a fresh start for the club as a whole.
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Yep.
How does the young talent compare here to the Western Bulldogs?
Yeah, very, very similar. I think, you know, each player, you know, has different qualities and attributes, and you know, if you're talking about Tom Liberatore or Mitch Wallace, you know, I put Jack Varney as, you know, a very similar player to where he is now, and you know, there's a whole different range of players. Not one of them is the same, but yeah, I think the list here is going to be exciting in years to come. And yeah, like I said before, the way they're going to be drafting, bringing in their young talent, yeah, I think they've got a lot to look forward to. But not only that, the guys that have been here for a long time, there's a lot of, you know, really high draft picks, top 10 picks, and I think Bruzy's really keen to, you know, unearth those players as well, and you know, make sure that they're developed as best they can, and bring the best out of them. Guys like Jack Watts and Jack Trengove have been much maligned for their careers. For whatever reason, he's really desperate to make sure he gets the best out of them as well.
Have any of the players come to you in particular for some sort of advice or about preparation or anything like that yet, given your experience?
Yeah, little bits and pieces, and I want that. I'm craving that. I had that a lot at the Bulldogs. It's one of the things that they were really good at, the young guys there, and I certainly have had that to start with, and that's definitely part of my role of why, you know, why I'm here as well, to pass on my knowledge and experience that I've had over my 13-year career so far.
What's your impression of Jesse Hogan?
He's a big boy, like unbelievable. He's very, very quiet, unassuming, but once he gets out on the training track, he's you know, he's bull at a gate, and you know, to see a big, you know, key forward like that is at a young age is really exciting, and you know, the young midfielders have got a lot to look forward to kicking it to him into the future.
He can slot straight into a senior side then?
I think Ruzy's said it before. It'll all depend on how he trains over the summer. I don't think anyone's really guaranteed a spot, you know, except probably the captain.
But he's ready for senior footy though, like his body?
Well, it looks to be. I've only seen him training for a couple of weeks, but yeah, I wouldn't see why not. He runs exceptionally well for a big guy, and yeah, he looks really strong in the gym, and yeah, the way he moves on the field is really impressive.